Medallio, and I am back for another book review. This time I read a very dark reverse harem romance titled Kings of Violence by Raissa, Donovan, and Addison Wolf. This isn't my first time reading books by Donovan and Wolf. I had read their MF books, which are male-female, but never read a reverse harem though, so I'm really excited about this. And I am a big RH fan. I'll definitely be reading more RH books by Donovan and Wolf. I ate the story up. I ate it up, was very upset when I got to the end because this is not a standalone. So, first things first, the star rating. I gave this 4 stars. Outstanding plot. Really gripped me into the story. Not a slow burn. Threw me right into the spice. That worked very well for the plot. The characters were described really well. Spice level. The spice level, I gave this 4 peppers. Give me immediate spice. I am a-okay with breeding and non-con as long as it resorts to some dubious consent later on. This isn't a slow burn. And I love a non-slow burn. Real quick, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, while you're at it, share this post. Thanks, everybody. Okay, let's get into the plot. The story starts a few months after Sierra's mafia father has been killed. Her home is invaded by the Russian mafia, where they're looking for guns that Sierra's father owed them. They think that he hid those in the house somewhere. As a compromise, Sierra offers herself and her hacking expertise in exchange for keeping her family safe. Let's do a little character analysis. Sierra. She's a firecracker mafia princess. She makes it very obvious that she doesn't want to be there and pushes the guy's boundaries repeatedly to get what she wants. Who doesn't love that? She weighs the danger in her situation. I feel this even more when she's going back and forth with her developing feelings for the guys in her inner monologues. I think the inner monologues really help you understand these characters. She's going along with what they want to stay alive, but then she starts to question even that. Nikolai. He is conflicted about his feelings as a straight man. I like that. He's attracted to Sierra and the other 2 guys, which seems to confuse him. The authors describe his facial expressions and mannerisms so well because even I was thinking that something was weird about him. And then the characters also thought there was something weird about him. He's rougher with Sierra, but I wonder if it's because of him being confused. When he shows her a more vulnerable side, it's swoon worthy. Just look at the photo shoot scene. Chef's kiss. You're welcome. Constantine. He's the mafia leader of this group. He holds a lot of weight on his shoulders. He's thoughtful, interesting, and loyal. I really like his inner monologues and the conversations that he has with Sierra. He is her captor and doesn't need to develop a relationship with her, but it seems like he can't stop himself. His vulnerable moments are when he's talking about becoming a father and he crafts a crib and baby furniture. That made me audibly just say, "Aw." I think Sierra swoons a little bit too at his commitment until she questions where she stands with her safety once she births the baby. Yuri. He just got out of prison and blames Sierra and her family for putting him there because of his history with Sierra prior to this book. And there is a prequel, so you can read that. 2, his past prior to prison sounded like a gentleman, someone that Sierra could fall for. And she does say that a few times in the book to him. He and Sierra have a real connection that's not physical, but it started with intimacy. I'm looking forward to seeing more of the relationship unfold. Let's briefly summarize the conflict. I felt like the conflict in this book was everything between the three characters, and Sierra's plotting and scheming took more of a backseat. I think the mafia business also took a backseat as well. My question for the readers: if you were Sierra, would you constantly fight with the hope of escape, or just give in to this life that you were forced into? You can contemplate this question when you read Kings of Violence by Raissa, Donovan, and Addison Wolfe. In conclusion, this is a very dark book with some loose threads because it is a standalone. There were instances where words were misplaced and some errors in punctuation, but not enough to throw me out of the story. I do love that these side relationships are developing between Sierra and the men. I actually am surprised that they're developing so soon in the first book of the trilogy, because normally with reverse harems, when it's enemies to lovers, you don't really see much development until maybe like the first chapters in the second book, and then it's all in the third. So I really like that we're already seeing these guys being so protective and possessive of Sierra, and that she's already questioning how she really feels about them, even though they're her captors. Just to let you know, this book does end in a cliffhanger. So, but also check your trigger warnings before you read as well, because again, this is very dark. I think the second book is set to come out in February. So I am on the edge of my seat. I'm reading other books by these authors just to supplement the need for more. But I highly recommend this book. So pick up your copy of Kings of Violence by Raissa Donovan and Addison Wolfe. You can get it on Amazon, on digital, and paperback. Bye, everybody.